Greetings, Tanglers. Welcome to Tiny Tangle. I am actually drawing in one of my books today as I'm traveling, and I've just put about a 2-inch square here in my book, which is about the size of a bijou tile. So we are going to start with the tangle called Tutra. It is by Rhea Matheson. She is a CZT, and let's see what her tangle is about. So first, it starts off looking a little bit like fescue that turns into printemps. Interesting, right? Then we're going to aura that stem part, but then come off the top in more of a leaf shape that joins onto that initial stem somewhere. Depending upon where you put it, has to do with the size. So now I'm going to come off this one in the other direction, and we'll do another fescue that turns into printemps, aura the stem until I'm ready to take off into a leaf that comes back. Oh, please excuse me. I just could not keep that sneeze from happening. And so I'm going to go back and forth. And then I'm going to put leaves, little leaves, just in various places, not really knowing where they're going to go, but just seeing where they seem to want to be. And I really think that that curved dimple really starts to give it some personality to that leaf. We'll let this one really tuck in there. Okay, and then I might fill some of these other spaces with some orbs and inking. So we obviously ink our spaces that aren't big enough for orbs. But we might also just ink in a bigger space, just because we like the drama that it brings to our piece. I might even let all of this get inked. Let's ground this one down so that we have a little bit of foundation for our Tutra to stand on. Not bad. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to aura this entire thing. Almost in a way that you might have a white border around a sticker. that's holding it all together as one. See the difference that aura makes? And then how about if in the background we could do another tangle. This one is called Keeko. It's a really nice background tangle. So there's 4 lines that are vertical, 3, and I'm going to use that as my 4th. And then we alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first row, and then we're going to alternate moving up. Now you don't have to stick with 4 lines. Might only be 3 lines. You might like more. Just play around and see what you think. And you see that it really does fill in quite quickly. Not that we're worried about quick, because we are not. And I'm going to try and see what this would have been. So if that's my verticals, 1, be horizontals, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It would come out somewhere about there, but you really don't have to be too crazy about it. Especially when there's such a big image dividing it in the middle. And there we go. Isn't it crazy the texture and the dimension that we get just when we have that little extra tangle in our background? I do think it makes a big difference. So, as I mentioned, I'm traveling, but let's see if we can still get some shading here. So I'm definitely going to put some lead around the outside. And then I will put some on my dimples, and I think around the top part of the print humps. I don't want to do too much, but just something that helps us to get things a little more three-dimensional. And then it's also good to put a little bit in your orbs that are big enough to handle it. Sorry for the shakiness and the movement in this video. Because I'm traveling, I don't have my usual setup, so it is making it a little more challenging to hold the camera. But hopefully you have still enjoyed this tiny tangle. Have fun with it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.